What's going on, everyone? I am just a typical, average American here today to react to a video called Why I Love Living in Norway. So today, I want to hear about why this woman is so happy that she moved to Norway. Because at least here in the United States, it's very uncommon for somebody to move to an entirely different country. But it sounds like she's very, very happy with her decision to move to Norway. So let's take a look and hear what she has to say.
The first reason to why I love living in Norway is because I have my absolutely dream job. I work at something called entrepreneurskap, and
Oh,
it's a position that does not exist in my own country. I do not.
oh wow. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll help. I think she's from like Denmark or something, if I'm not mistaken. Having your dream job, um, that's a pretty good reason to move somewhere and be happy. At least here in the United States, there's only a couple things that people really care about, like for their happiness, like your family, your friends, your job especially here in America, is a really, really, really big part of our life, our job. So I can really relate to what she's saying, like having the job of your dreams, like that's pretty good. That might be a good enough reason on its own to move somewhere really far away.
Know why, but it is as a group that is part of something called JA Worldwide. Either way, I just love that job so much. I am able to work from home sometimes. I have very good work hours, and
Oh
it's
wow.
just a good job where it's partly office, partly not office work. So you're not sitting in front of a screen all day.
Oh yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
one of the main reasons why I love living here so much.
That's cool. And it also sounds like some of the benefits she's enjoying. Like, it sounds like she enjoys working in Norway and getting some of these benefits, like the good work hours and the working from home a bit. Like that's pretty cool.
Reason number two is that we've been able to build our dream home, the one that I'm sitting in right now here in Norway, with the most
Oh
amazing
wow.
view that I could never get.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not that'd be difficult to find a view like here in the United States that's like this good. And also this like where are we? Like, it's so beautiful, but it looks like there's not a lot of other houses. Like, in Norway, can you find somewhere this beautiful, but it's not crowded with people? That's pretty cool. Um, is this what houses look like in Norway? Like, all wooden? I'm just noticing it almost looks like a cabin or something. Like, is that nothing wrong with that, but um, just the house doesn't even look like what we typically see in America.
Anywhere else. And there is so many beautiful places to live in Norway because of the landscape.
Yeah, the house is so wooden. Do you guys use wood? Like, um, I don't know. The architecture is kind of like really cool. You don't really see this very much in the US.
So that is also one of the reasons.
Reason number three to why I love living in Norway is because they have amazing kindergartens and schools for that matter, but mainly kindergartens. They are the best. They have so many employees per kid that your kid is
Oh,
just having the best time in kindergarten. And
kindergarten. Norway is known for kindergarten? Like, is the education like better, or that certainly sounds great, like what she's saying, where you have a lot of adults and teachers per kid, like a really good student teacher ratio. Here in the US, like, yeah, um you're kind of lucky to get one adult for every like 20 kids or something, at least when I went to school.
And I'm really not just saying that, it is really, really good here. So I can highly recommend starting a family and getting kids in Norway.
It's starting to make sense why she is very happy in Norway. She's got the cool house with the cool view, the great job in Norway with the Norwegian benefits, and the amazing Norwegian school system, the kindergarten. I don't know too much about that, but that makes sense to me. That's a big reason to move somewhere for your child's education.
Reason number 4 is that I think that people in Norway are very warm, nice, and
Oh,
kind people, and they just have this mindset that I love so much, that is non-materialistic and very down to earth. And I
oh, that is big praise. So she likes Norway just because of Norwegian people, society, like your culture, how you act. What's she saying? Down to earth. I like that. Like here in the United States, people are very friendly, but it can be difficult to know if somebody is sincere, if people are like behaving real, if you know what I mean. But in America, there's a lot of friendly people. Some people are not down to earth. I'll say that.
think this guy called Hans Nilsen Hauge played a role in that. It's a very important person in the Norwegian history to why they have this incredible mindset. So basically, he was a guy that traveled around in the whole Norway, which was completely not accepted at the time. But he traveled around
Okay.
and started small businesses, and he turned people being depressed to suddenly they got motivating and they started their own businesses. And he traveled around in Norway and did this, and he wrote a lot
What?
of books, and he had a very new mindset when it comes to women. He put them into leadership because he thought that they
Who is this? Who is this? Is this somebody that is this like a famous Norwegian? Do you guys know about him?
they thought differently in a good way, so they saw things that the men didn't see. And he also started kindergartens before the state. He started hospitals before the state. So I
What?
can definitely, if you are a little interested in history, I can definitely recommend Googling this man because he was absolutely mind blowing.
Who is it? What? I mean, for any individual to have that much of an impact on a country's culture, you could say. I mean, that sounds pretty amazing, but okay, that's kind of like a side note.
Number 5 is that there is so many fun activities to do in Norway, and since I love
Okay.
sports, I am just blown away by
Huh.
how many fun things there is to do here. You have climbing, rafting, skiing, canoeing, kayaking. There is just
That's really interesting because that it's kind of like a very different idea of sports. In Norway, your sports have a lot to do with nature. And obviously Norway is a beautiful place with a lot of nature, and you take advantage of it. Like you use the land with skiing and climbing and stuff and rafting or what like whereas in America it's really like you got to play football, American football or baseball or which is fun in a different way, but these are very like cool active lifestyle sports that aren't very popular in America. So it's actually really cool to hear about.
so many different activities. There's even something that was invented in Norway called dødsing, where people are jumping off cliffs from very, very like 20 meters to 30 meters. And they
What?
jump, and then right before they land in the water, they do this shrimp movement and they do tricks in the air, and they have competitions in this, and I think it's
What?
probably worldwide now. So a lot of
What? What? Never heard of it. I'll have to look that up.
fun activities in Norway, and I just love that about it. Another amazing reason to why I love living in Norway is because they have this word called dugnad, which basically means volunteer work,
So, but you can arrange it in your community, or you can arrange it at home, at your old at your parents' house, or something like
Okay.
that. But it basically just means that you invite people to do it volunteer, to just do volunteer work. And
It's funny because, like, this would never happen in the United States. Like, you can't just ask people to come help and volunteer for random stuff at your house or whatever. Like, it really just shows, like, Norwegians are on a different level when it comes to. You guys really care about your community, it feels like. If you have stuff, philosophies like dugnad and stuff, like, it's really nice, actually. In America, you'd have to pay. You'd have to pay people to do this.
it says something about the Norwegian warm heart and mindset here, that it's normal to just volunteer and get the things done.
It really is great. Like in America, you're not really expected to. There's no social expectation to volunteer at places. That's like very special. Here in America, if you volunteer, that's really extra. That's really special. Sounds like in Norway, it's just kind of normal. Maybe it's expected, which just means you guys have like a society that probably raised you a bit better. Where here in America, if you volunteer, you expect praise. You expect like a pat on the back. Like, yeah.
Reason number 7 to why I love living in Norway is because it's not all about food. So where I come from, everything is about food. Like we eat and we eat and we eat. And
That's funny because she's talking to the king of. I don't. She is not from the United States. I think she's from Denmark. Maybe they like food. Whatever. The United States likes to eat. If she thinks she likes to eat where she's from, Americans like to eat. We know about food. We know about eating. So, okay, what's all this about?
it's not about food here. It's about being out in nature. And I just really like that.
I don't know if Americans could make that shift. Now, don't get me wrong. It certainly would be good for our health and happiness. Getting out, not just focusing on your next meal or fast food or it'd be very good. Like Americans need it. Like we're dying from the food we eat. I just don't think that is going to change. So, this is something really amazing about Norwegian culture that won't exist in America as far as I can. Like, I don't think this is going to change here.
Reason number 8 is that there is a really big camping life in Norway. And since I am a camping person, I just really love that. It is so cozy to just get your camper and drive when it's a long weekend.
That's cool. Camping is very niche in America. It's something you do like once a year or maybe once every 2 or 3 years. And not even in a tent. You like rent a cabin or something with bathrooms and water and a refrigerator, and it's barely camping. But Americans, like, camping is not so big here. That's kind of niche. But I don't know. In Norway, it's just kind of cool that these outdoor activities are more popular in Norway. Like, I really like that, and it seems like it probably contributes to why you guys are happier and healthier.
There is red days coming up where you don't have to work. You can just go to a beautiful place with your camper and meet new people, go for hikes, and that is seriously the best life, and I love that so much.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like, there's not so much places to hike in a lot of the United States. You're not going to go hiking and meet people. That's not really even an opportunity here. So that's really cool.
Reason number 9 is that people loves to help people, and it kind of is mixed with the volunteer reason. But what I
Sure.
mean about that people loves helping people is that if you have a flat tire or you
Huh.
are in some way in trouble, people actually want to help you. Like it is, people are
This, that's amazing. I wish we had more of this. In the United States, we have some of this. It's very hit or miss. If you're in a small, like a really small town, or small area, people tend to be more friendly. People will help you. If you're in like a big American city or area, people will ignore you, even if you're in trouble, if you're getting assaulted. Like, I've heard stories. People getting hurt. There's some of the best parts of America, Americans who are so friendly and helpful. And then there's parts of America that are very bad and wouldn't lift a finger to help you if you're dying on the street. So we kind of have both.
legit and you can trust them. So that is also something I really like about living here. Number
I like
10
that.
reason to why I love living in Norway, and probably my most important reason, is that things are not all about money and career in Norway. And it's
Oh my god. Norway could not be more opposite to the United States. Like, everything she is saying, from the food to the helpfulness to the volunteering, it's all like the opposite. Here in America, oh my.
especially not the countryside of Norway. People really value to live a simple life.
Yeah. Um, in America, what I was trying to say is like, people here really live for their job, and most Americans just want to make money, and it doesn't even matter if they hurt you or you got to lie, cheat, steal, hustle to make money and power, and that is a big thing in America. That's very perpetuated, very much taught that you have to be successful to be happy, successful with money. Even though there's so many other things, like in Norway, you have happiness from being in touch with nature and outdoor sports, your friends and family. So it really, really connects when she says it's not so focused on money, because that's a big problem here in the US.
And to live a life where you can provide for yourself and you can help each other, that you have time for your family. These are core values to a lot of Norwegians, and I
That's
love
amazing.
that so much, which is why I love living in Norway. So I hope this was giving you some insights in what it's like to live in Norway and live in this absolutely beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, that was amazing. There are so many reasons why somebody. I get it. I get why she titled her video, I Love Norway. I get it. It sounds amazing. I think a lot of Americans don't realize, like, some of the amazing stuff about Norwegian culture. That's obvious why people must be happier, and we could learn a lot, that's for sure. And I don't know, I bet there's a lot of Americans who would like move to Norway if they knew all of this too. Like, I swear, this was amazing. Norway sounds amazing. What can I say? Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on these 10 awesome things about Norway. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and seeing Norwegian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.